Big thanks to NVIDIA, Gigabyte, Phanteks, and NCIX for our CES coverage. What's up, guys? I'm Dimitri with Canucks, and one of our first stops at CES 2017 was Phanteks, where they were showing off their new flagship Enthoo Elite chassis. It is now finished, but we saw a work in progress at last year's Computex. In many ways, this case represents the best of the best that Phanteks had to offer over the last 2 years. It's like a combination into the Elite. They've basically incorporated all of their premium features along with some new evolutions, exclusives to the Elite. So let's talk about this massive case. First thing first, this case is so big, but is also extremely clean looking with its graceful lines Phanteks is known for, and some amazing build quality, beautiful curvature, and nice lifted case from the bottom, so it can be carpet friendly, no problem. This is a high-end chassis, so they're using machined 4mm thick sandblasted aluminum exterior that can be available in satin black or matte gray. There's also a large side panel with 4mm thick tempered glass insert that swivels to open, which is one of the first cases to integrate this type of glass mount with this swivel technique. And a unique ventilated area on the glass itself to visually separate the chamber inside, while the other side panel holds a small cutout near the power supply where you can remove the dust filter, and a large spot on the side that can be removed to install a side-mounted radiator. The front panel on the Elite is hidden behind a seamless aluminum shutter door. Connectors include 4 USB 3 connectors and 2 banks of 2, an HDMI port for that important VR-ready certification, 2 sets of audio I/O connectors, 2 reset buttons, a dial for integrated RGB LEDs, and a USB-C connector. That USB 3.1 Type-C will be added sometime after the launch, but will be treated as a free upgrade for initial buyers. That RGB controller will allow users to properly sync their case lights with supporting motherboard's RGB LED headers. That means Asus Aura or MSI Mystic Light will be natively compatible with the Elite's lighting system. Inside the Elite, there's plenty of space, but it is also designed to be an extremely easy case to work in despite its size, without the need to actually put it on its side, so it is meant to be standing up during assembly. Every piece is screwed in rather than being riveted together, so modding and component installation will be a breeze. There's a sliding multifunctional area to hide cable clutter that includes additional aluminum covers that are meant to hide the mounts underneath. The bottom chamber is an isolated area for storage and water cooling components, separated by this large aluminum plate that can be removed to open up this area so it's part of the main interior if you desire to do so. The power supply mount is behind the main panel. It's hidden away to preserve the space, including a very capable layout for cable management with more SSD mounts and 2 PWM fan hubs to allow separation control of all the fans that can be installed inside the case. But one of the biggest selling points of the case is the modularity, which Phanteks has incorporated. There's a ton of accessories which allow for enhanced functionality, like modular 5.25-inch drive brackets, swappable side and top panels for high performance cooling or silent operation. And if you want storage expansion, Phanteks has you covered too, with 6 SSD mounts and space for up to 13 3.5-inch drives, though only 6 brackets are included. Another item Phanteks includes is what they call a vertical GPU mount that will allow you to point graphics cards, fan shrouds, or water blocks covers towards the side panel, and this allows for some serious highlight of your gaming gear, and the integration here actually is pretty solid. Now, you may be wondering why there are 2 sets of almost everything on the front panel, and that's because the Enthoo Elite is designed to natively support and control 2 different systems within its main chamber. So to cover that, an ITX motherboard mount is included, which can be installed above the lower chamber right underneath your main motherboard. And this will of course limit some component installation, but the case is large enough to comfortably accommodate dual systems. And as you can imagine, the Enthoo Elite has been built with a mind towards accommodating custom water cooling loops, and I think using it for air cooling setups would be almost a waste. There are 2 pump mount brackets, a mid-plate radiator area, reservoir mounts, and enough space to run 4 480mm radiators, a single 360 radiator, and one 120 rad, all at the same time. So the Enthoo Elite is a premium case with a huge price of $899. This might cause a mini uproar in the case market, and while Phanteks may justify to themselves on the price for tooling and all the meticulous details to bring this to its own class of a case, you really need to have that price sink in for a while, as it clearly is for a specific type of user who will spend thousands of dollars on water cooling equipment alone. So stay tuned for our full review of this case coming right after CES.